Most people believe they still have plenty of time to change, time to try new things, time to become the person they always imagined they would be. But here's the uncomfortable truth: a postponed life doesn't end with a bang, it just quietly fades away. This isn't a story about failure, it's about delay, and how dangerous that delay can be. Once, there was a man named Victor who believed that patience was the ultimate form of wisdom. Victor was never reckless. He didn't make impulsive choices. In fact, he planned everything with extreme care, almost too much care. At 25, Victor would say he was just preparing. By 30, he was focused on being responsible. At 35, he started telling himself it was simply too late to start over. He used to have dreams, not childish fantasies, but real, achievable goals. He wanted to start his own business, live somewhere new, and wake up feeling excited about the day instead of just awake. But every single one of these dreams was always followed by the same four words: not right now. Victor had a stable job. He paid his bills on time and always met the expectations of others. From the outside, his life looked perfectly fine. But on the inside, it felt deeply unfinished. One evening, Victor went to the retirement party for a senior colleague. The room was buzzing with laughter, speeches, and fond memories. Then, the retiring colleague said something that hushed the entire room. He said, "I spent my whole life waiting for the perfect moment to arrive. And then, suddenly, I'm here." Everyone, including Victor, laughed along, but inside him, something cracked. He couldn't sleep that night. He kept imagining himself years down the road, same routine, same excuses, same quiet regret, just older. That feeling didn't go away. Days turned into weeks, and the unease lingered. Then, something small but significant happened. While cleaning his apartment, Victor found an old notebook. Inside were ideas he had jotted down when he was 22. Plans, sketches, bold thoughts. The handwriting was full of hope. He had a terrifying realization. The younger version of himself believed in a future that the current version was too afraid to even begin. For the first time, Victor felt a deep sense of embarrassment, not for any failure, but for his complete inaction. So, he made a decision. It wasn't a dramatic, life-altering leap. He simply chose to embrace discomfort. He started small. He began talking to people he once avoided. He tried something he was sure he would fail at. Some days were awkward, others were discouraging, but for the first time in years, time felt alive again. It felt like it was moving forward instead of just passing by. Victor didn't become a massive success story overnight, but he did stop being a story of regret. And that was everything. If you find yourself constantly saying later, remember this: later is never guaranteed. Comfort is what causes delay, but courage is what creates movement. And starting late is always better than never starting at all. If this story made you pause and think, I invite you to subscribe to Life Lesson Daily. Every day, we share stories that serve as a reminder that it's never too late until you decide to stop trying. And before you click away, ask yourself one quiet question: what is the one thing I keep postponing? And why? Don't just listen. Begin. Thanks for watching.